If you think saving every penny is the key to financial freedom, think again. I used to live paycheck to paycheck and I thought I was doing everything right, but I was dead wrong. And here's how I broke that cycle and started actually living and thriving financially without giving up the things I love. Hello loves, welcome back to another step in our glow up journey. Today you're in for episode 5 of our glow up series. We've already covered how to build your master plan, mindset shift we need to make to get unstuck, how to craft a custom physical glow up plan, how to build habits and systems that leads us to success. Today is all about leveling up our finances. We're going to cover recognizing our mistakes, actions to take to reverse those mistakes, cultivating a healthier relationship with money, investing an extra income, and the final system to have a complete money glow up. We still have to tackle starting a sustainable fitness journey and tracking our progress to make sure we're constant through all of this. So if you're ready to make your money glow up with you, make sure you're subscribed and let's dive in. Recognizing your mistake is the first thing you need to do. If you don't know where you're going wrong, you can correct it, right? So here are the 2 mistakes, the biggest one I personally made, so you can avoid doing them too. For the longest time, I was living paycheck to paycheck and I didn't even really know where my money was going. I just went through life buying everything I thought I needed and I hoped by the end of the month I would have something left. And guess what? I never really did. Then I flipped the script and started saving every single penny. I saved anything that I really could. I started really hoarding my money like I was gonna take it to my grave. I was obsessed with cutting back expenses, but at one point I actually realized I was missing out on life and I was not enjoying the money I was earning. I wasn't really living, I was just hoarding, and the thing is, saving is actually important, but so is enjoying your life. That's when guilt-free money came in, and I'm going to explain to you what that is and how you can use it in just a minute. Once you actually realize the mistake you're making, you want to take action. The first thing I did is building a budget. You don't want to build just any budget though. What I personally did is build a budget based on how much I want to actually save and how much I want to invest, making sure I'm not bribing myself. I used a simple Excel sheet to track every single transaction. I categorized them. This really helped me to see where I could cut back and where I could enjoy my money more. And actually, it also helped me see what's most important to me. It gave me a clear picture of my finances. And honestly, you don't really need anything fancy. The important thing is it helps you take an honest look at your finances. It helps you actually understand where your money is going. The next thing I did, I reverse engineered that budget based on how much I want to save and invest. I didn't just set goals for saving and investing. I made sure I was actually saving realistically. So I wanted to factor in what I also wanted to spend for myself. By the way, this would be a great time to book the like button if you're enjoying this video. That's exactly where guilt-free spending comes in. I also set aside each month an amount of money that is guilt-free spending money. I can spend those money whenever I want and however I want. Sometimes I actually spend on something that can better my life, I don't know, courses or stuff like that. Sometimes I just buy myself clothes, a pair of shoes I wanted for a long time. This is not just for the fun stuff, it's for the little things that makes me feel happy, appreciated, and feel loved by myself. If you want to actually feel financially abundant, no matter what you're making, this is key. Having that balance is key. You also need to build a healthy relationship with money. A huge part of my money glow up was actually shifting the way I see my money. I actually went from being terrified and wrapped with guilt by spending to, see money as a tool that can give me freedom, that can give me experiences and opportunities. It's not just hoarding versus splurging. It's about managing it in a way that works personally for you and not against you. And at this point, I already know some of you are thinking, I do not have enough money for that. And let's be real, sometimes even after, we optimizes our finances as best we could, that may be actually the reality. For example, I still live with my parents now, and before you go off on me, one, it's actually really normal in Italy, and two, it has some very, very powerful meaning to it. This actually helped me realize that if I want to get out and live by myself and completely depend on myself, I need to get more money to live how I want to. This really helped me switch off from I don't have enough money, if I lived by myself I would be poor and stuff like that, to okay, I want to go ahead and live by myself. How can I make more? This is where extra income and side hustle comes in. You have to choose something you love. And for example, I started with an Etsy shop. I recently created this YouTube channel. If you're not happy with what you're earning, or you just want to fast track your money glow up, side hustles are actually the key, and they can also add more meaning to your life to some extent. Whether it's freelancing, creating content, or anything else for that matter, having multiple income streams actually gives you a lot of freedom and opens up a lot of opportunities. So if you're not sure on where to start, think on what you're passionate about, what you love doing, what you're actually kind of good at doing. You actually start freelancing. Do you know how to build products you could sell online? Or do you want to share something with the world so you could create content on Instagram, TikTok, or here on YouTube? Is it even something you could like? Today, the options are really endless, and this is something we have to be really grateful for, in my opinion. And it also doesn't have to be overwhelming. After recognizing these key mindsets, I actually created a financial system that worked for me. This system actually incorporates everything I've shared today. So tracking, saving, investing, making sure I'm happy with my life, everything. Here's how I break it down. The first thing is tracking your expenses every day, or at least every month. Every day, part of my morning routine is tracking the expenses from the day before, and it actually really helps me stay aware. And each euro I earn, I give it a purpose. I give it homework. I gained you. Here's what you're going to be doing. And this is actually quite empowering, in my opinion. It really does help me stay away from impulse spending. Next, I started by setting realistic saving and investment goals. The first thing I did is setting up some money to take aside and build my emergency fund. Next, I started to set aside a little money for investing, and obviously saving some money for trips. I value traveling each year, so that's what I wanted to make sure I saved up for. But I don't know, maybe you want to buy a car, so you could save for that. The next best thing is automating your savings and investing. Setting up an automatic transfer, so I don't even have to think about saving, investing. I don't have to think about nothing. Every month after I get paid, a certain amount of money I decided comes out of my checking account and goes into my saving or investing account. I'm not even tempted to spending. I'm creating an environment where I'm not even seeing that money basically. I've already spent it in investing, saving, whatever. You also want to build a flexible budget. So for example, I created a budget based on my own priorities. So traveling, investing, and living my life, so guilt-free spending money. That's what flexible means. You want to build some flexibility to, have fun and live your life and actually enjoy the money you're earning. But I do make sure I always invest and save first. Another thing that's really important and that can help making money fun is celebrating your progress. I regularly check my financial goals. I see where I'm succeeding, where I could improve, and I celebrate the wins. You can check exactly how I do that in this video. I explain it all and it works for all goals, not just financial ones. But essentially, each time I meet a saving goal, a financial goal, I give myself a little reward. This helps me keep motivated and helps me have a healthy relationship with money. An actionable tip for you is start small with your financial system. Build it as you go up, because that's when you realize what you actually need for real. The key is to make it simple at the start and keep it realistic. If you've been tracking and automating, I promise you the rest will just follow. If you're ready to get started on your money glow up, download my free habit tracker and stay on top of your goal by creating a plan that actually works for you. Just remember that financial success is not built overnight, and it's built step by step, just like any other glow up. Keep going. I'm here with you every single step of the way. And next up, we're tackling our fitness glow up. So subscribe so you don't miss it, and let's go.